Well, it's day one of trying to get this little Mito back up and running. Fingers crossed we'll get some good news today. First port of call, I'm going to go to a local garage that I've used for as long as I can remember. I've been driving quite a few years now. So I'm going to go and visit the garage, have a word with the owner. He's got a recovery vehicle, so I'm hoping we can get the little Mito recovered from the compound, which is part of the auction house in Berkeley, which is near Washington, in Tyne Weir. So I'm going to go and visit them now, briefly explain what I think might be wrong with the vehicle. The only thing that we know up to now is the belt is gone. The vehicle starts, I'm hoping it's just the auxiliary belt. If it's the engine belt, it could be catastrophic. It could be some serious amounts of work to be done and serious amounts of expense, which I'm hoping not. But it's a bit of an open book, so took a big risk on the vehicle. It wasn't a lot of money at all, as I've sort of gone over previously, and what I'll probably go over a few times in this little video. It was basically £250, which is a bargain, but it's a broken bargain. So as I say, we're almost well, we're heading there to the little garage now, which is in County Durham. We'll have a word, see what we can do, see what the next step is. Well, here we are, fingers crossed so we can get this recovered. Let's get it back here, get the work done, see what's up with it. I'm hoping for the best. Well, that was a decent start. The garage has agreed to have a look at it, which was brilliant. I guess, you know, kind of both under the understanding that it could be, you know, it could be pretty catastrophic, it could be something simple, don't know. Like I say, what happens when you buy cars as non-runners blind, but you know, hopefully it'll be worth the risk. So spoke to the garage. He doesn't have his recovery vehicle anymore, but I've managed to speak to a recovery company who I've used long ago, who's still in operation. I've given him a quick ring. He's given us a price of £100 to bring it from Washington over to County Durham. Like I say, I think it's a fair enough price. I think the last time I got anything done like that was about 60 or 70 quid. Fuel prices have gone up quite a bit, and where he's got to pick it up from in the compound, there's going to be a lot of waiting around, and you know, which is fair enough. You obviously got to pay people for the time and expertise, and you know, the fact that they can do this kind of work, which I appreciate. So update is, I'm heading over to the car auction now to sort of finalise the sale, which was obviously already agreed. Get the paperwork. I know I've got to apply for a V5. Might get a bit of a more update of what the vehicle's been through. Hopefully there's no nasty hidden surprises. So the garage, yes, they're going to look at it. Probably not going to be till next week, which is fair enough. I can wait. It can be stored around the back of the garage. Tomorrow is when the vehicle's hopefully going to get picked up. But the transporter guys asked him to ring him in the next hour to give him an update, so he can get booked in. He's quite busy, so that is the next step. So I'm going to quickly pop home, get some. In fact, I'm going to pop home and get my daughter, whose vehicle it's going to be. She's going to have a look at it. First time she'll see it in the flesh, albeit it's not running and probably not looking its best. But we're going to grab my daughter, we're going to drive over, have a look at the car, finalise things, ring the transporter, ring the garage, and that'll be the next step. So I'll keep you updated. It's all exciting, hopefully. Well, just been to the local Tesco en route, and hopefully this £5.75, I think it was, bottle of coolant might be the quick and easy fix. I hope. I very much doubt it, like, but because the belt apparently is gone, and I did notice in one of the photos a load of coolant underneath the vehicle. So anyway, I'll get some advice off the compound man on whether it's worth popping some of this coolant in and starting it up. I don't know. I don't know a lot about cars. I've never fixed a car. You know, that's why I'm going to these lengths to hopefully get it all up and running. But best to be prepared. So I'm taking that with us. I'm getting 2 bottles. Might not get used. They don't get used. I'll put them in my other vehicle or the missus's vehicle. I'm sure they'll come in handy. You'll not go to waste. So anyway, we're now heading over to the auction place, Wilson's. So So I don't know about you, but whenever you buy a new car or you take interest in a car, all of a sudden they just appear everywhere. You see them on the roads. It's strange. I'm sure it happens to everyone else. But these little Mitos, the only other Mito I've ever actually seen is the one that my friend had years ago, and he absolutely loved it. I don't know what model it was, but I know he did really like the car. And after he had that, he got himself a bath. So I imagine he got the taste for that kind of a car and went for something quite a bit of an improvement, to be honest. But I haven't seen a one anywhere. Like, I mean, you know, I'm only driving now to the auction house, so I'm not driving far. But I've just not seen another one on the road, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. I guess they're either all broken, or, I mean, I do know they were quite an expensive vehicle when they were new, and maybe it's not so popular, so that's what it could be. But yeah, a bit of a strange one, that. I'm sure I'm not the only one who comes across that situation. Well, we're here, Wilson's Auctions, about to settle the account, get the paperwork, see what the update is, and hit the compound, and hopefully I'll be on the phone to the transporter guy in the next 20 minutes and giving them an approximate time tomorrow to come and get it picked up. So, wish us luck. The paperwork sorted, off to the compound now. The keys are normally held here, but because it was a non-runner, and I think they had to get the keys made for it, the keys are at the compound of the vehicle. So, compound is literally 2 minutes up the road on another industrial estate, so I'm heading up there now to see what the latest is. So here it is, the little Alfa. Looking a bit sad at the minute. So I've just spoken to the lad there on the reception, and apparently it is, well, this isn't the time belt that's gone. So it turns over. Whether that's a good idea trying to turn over cars when the belt's gone, I do not know. But that is the situation. So it's the timing belt. I'd hoped it was maybe it's just been the auxiliary belt, but obviously not. But this is it. This is the car. Can't really. Oh, the doors are unlocked. I mean, it's lovely and clean inside. It's actually been raining. I've been worried about the rain getting me in. So, you know, it's nice and dry, which is good. But there's not much more to report at the minute until I say get the garage and see the true extent of what's going on with it. And like I say, I'm hoping for the very best with this. Fingers crossed. So, I'll keep you updated. So there's nothing like a cup of tea to settle the nerves. So latest update is beating the compound, as you've seen. The vehicle's getting picked up on Wednesday from the transport. In the meantime, I've spoke to the garage who's going to have a quick look at it. He was full of doom, I guess, because I think the suspected belt now. He says, "Oh, the belt's going, the engine being knackered, maybe scrap, all the rest of it." Maybe so, you never know. So anyway, in the meantime, I've spoken to an Alfa specialist who's absolutely chock-a-block for the next weeks or even months. He hasn't even got anywhere to store it until he has time to look at it. So anyway, he said if it is the belt that's gone, this could be a few things. This could be a case of getting the cylinder head done and some other bits. He says it could cost up to £1,000. But again, you know, he hasn't looked at it yet. He said it could be the multi-air system. Apparently the multi-air system can be very similar or give similar problems, because the fact it turns over is promising or isn't promising, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, I've got absolutely no idea. I've also spoke to a friend who's a key master. He obviously makes keys for cars. He says there's a key that's stopping us from, even though, because the vehicle had to get a key made up, was a repossession, so they've had to get a key made up, and is the key not being programmed properly? I don't know. I mean, it's lots of wild and wonderful conspiracies at the moment, but at least I know on Wednesday, because the gentleman at the garage said, "Have you had a look at the belt?" And I says, "No, I haven't. It's got the cover on it, so obviously I've got no tools." So at least on Wednesday, the local garage will be there. Have a look at it, take the cover off, see if the belt is actually broken. And if it's not, well, no, that's not the problem. If it is, then I might have to send it to a specialist. But I live in hope. I'm a very, very hopeful person. I'm always very positive. So all we can do is wait till Wednesday and again hope for the best, because I'm determined to get this lovely Alfa on the road. It's beautiful. It's in excellent condition, albeit it's not driving. Paintwork's lovely. Interior's immaculate, absolutely immaculate. I mean, it's only got 50-odd thousand miles on it. So there is hope, and I sincerely hope that it's a positive outcome. But I'll keep you all posted anyway. Thank you.